Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for being here. Let's jump into the show, honey, because I'm gonna have to get up out of here in a second. All right. Trying to get my show so I can get on out of here. I gotta get on the road. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good morning. Who we got in here? Let's see. I see my Mars are in the house. Good morning. I see Truth is here. Good morning. Bernadette Clemens is here. Rose is here. Who else we got? I see Tiffany is in the building. Deborah Banks is here. Who else we got? I see D Nice is in the building and everybody else coming in. Thank you guys for being here. I see you, Lorraine Tyler. I see you, Red. I'm on my other device. Y'all are coming in quick. Hey, Shirley Terry. I see you, Red. God blesses is here. Hey, Nikki P is in the building. Felicia BW is here. Good morning. Katrina Taylor is here. Maria Parrott is here. Minky Finky is in the building. Good morning. Greatness Love. Good morning. Good morning. I see you again, D Nice. Felicia is in the building. Faith Williams is in the building. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Carla Van Zandt, I see you, love. Good morning. Y'all, please don't forget to tap on that like button for me. Let's go ahead and jump on into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Now, we only have one piece of political news this morning because I want to get into the mess. There's a lot of mess going on, so we got to get into it. All right, but good morning to everyone coming in. If I did not call your name individually, good morning. Y'all know I still love you down. So shout out to Spiritual Word. Stephen A. Smith, you guys. Stephen A. Smith has backed out of the running for the presidential race for 2028. All right, he says, if I have to give up my money, it's not happening. So who money you thought was going to be put up for you to run for president in 2028? Not mine, nigga. But anywho, so Stephen A. Smith says that he is not running for president in 2028. Could it be that he knew that black folk was not going to be up on this bullshit and be voting for you? Did you think that? Because I feel like you are part MAGA and still part black. Okay. Yeah, that's what I feel like. You MAGA black up in here. And I feel like you knew that black people were not going to support you and go to the polls and vote for you. So I think that the realization has now set in and you realize that it's really not a good idea for you to take your ass up there and try to run for office. Because right now it's kind of looking like you and Trump is y'all here with it, right? Y'all kind of like on the same wavelength. We're not feeling Trump. We're trying to get his ass out by way of impeachment. And we impeaching your ass for you even get in there. So thank you for realizing that you would not be a great candidate and doing us all a favor. So we would not have to do that again, right? Try to impeach again. Get your ass on somewhere, Stephen. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Focus on sports and leave this political shit alone. You ain't here for it. Moving right along into the mess. Let's get into the mess. Good morning, everybody. I said, child, no one was going to vote for that Cookie Monster. Anyway, not the Cookie Monster girl. Yeah, we was not going to vote for him. We was not voting for him, right? We ain't vote for him like we ain't vote for Dr. Heavenly. Sit y'all asses down. Like, you get no vote here. No vote, no love. Okay, let's get into the next topic. Shout out to ATL Black Star. Now, I've been seeing this all over my timeline. We always talk about it. Let me put my trigger warning up while we're talking. We always talk about bullying, all right? Parents, teach your kids that bullying is not a great thing to do. All right. This has caused a young woman to wind up in a very, very dangerous medical condition as a result. All right. She's 12 years old. 12-year-old Jada West dies after the school bus stop fight caused brain injury that left her comatose, all right, according to police investigations. Please, parents, teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves. You can argue all day long, but when you take it further than an argument and put your hands on somebody, which results in death, someone has to take the fall for that. Someone will be facing charges. They are charging children as adults now. So you got to teach your kids. Don't put yourself in a situation. And also they can arrest parents for things that your kids do as well. So make sure that you're educating your kids. Hey, it's okay to argue. Okay, but nowadays these kids, it's like they fight to the death. It's not like when we were in school where you get into a fight and next couple of weeks or so you guys are friends. You live to see another day. Most of the time it's over a boy with these young girls, or just something just very small that they magnify into something huge and wind up putting their hands on somebody and you badly injure or unalive somebody. That's what happened in this case here. This young woman was targeted. We're going to get into the news portion and then we're going to read up on what happened. Let's go.
She actually is someone who moved from Bowden to start the second semester here in January. So she's a new student at the school, and her parents say that she has been bullied since going to that school. She said I'm told that her dad went to the school to try to deal with some of these issues. There's an issue with a boy and there's an issue with a girl. And what ended up happening on Thursday is that she got into an argument with a girl on the bus, and then that spilled out onto the street at her bus stop. She walked down the street. There's video of this circulating on social media, and that family asked us not to show that video. So we are honoring that request. And then a fight ensues, and Jada falls to the ground. She gets back up and she seems like she might be okay. And then she walks away, and then she falls again to the ground. Because she was near home, one of her girlfriends, the little girl, she ran to get Jada's mom. Mom comes out to the scene and sees her child on the floor, not breathing. And so they take her to Tanner Medical Center, Villa Rica. Then she's air flighted to Scottish Rite Children's Hospital. And unfortunately, she was pronounced dead on Sunday, brain dead. And now they are in the process of making funeral arrangements. Right now, they do not know what killed that little girl. They're waiting on an autopsy, but the family is putting one and one together and saying this equals two. This fight, this bullying led to this. I want you to take a listen to her mom right now.
I'm angry. We gotta teach our children. I'm angry. What happened to the love? What happened to the love? We lost our love, people. Teaching children to love. Violence is not the key. Have a heart. Have a heart. Love. The Lord wants us to love one another.
And she actually is someone who moved from Bowden to start the second semester here in January. So she's a new student at the school, and her parents say that she has been bullied since going to that school.
All right, so we saw it. Let's read up so we can get a clearer understanding. As you guys can see, there is a video out there. Y'all know kids nowadays, they always film their crimes, right? So this definitely was a crime. Whoever was involved in putting their hands on this young woman who put her in a comatose condition, which then led to her passing away from her injuries. Okay, they said she got up after whatever happened to her, after she was jumped or whatever, upon her trying to continue to walk home, whatever happened. They probably hit her in a way that really damaged something, obviously, if she was in a comatose condition. This is unfortunate. We hear about this a lot with kids fighting, bullying. We already saw, we talked about this some weeks ago, where these kids jumped this young woman trying to fight her young child as well. So they fought the child and the mother. Y'all remember we discussed that as well. This is for learning and teaching. YouTube. This particular post is for learning and teaching and educating. We got to talk to our kids. You have to educate your children. Do not put your hands on someone else. It will be, there will be ramifications related to that, especially if you harm, bodily injury, or unalive somebody. They are locking these kids up. It goes far beyond, okay, so we're going to call your parents and send you home. No, if you put someone in a comatose condition, these kids nowadays are stomping out other kids over a boy that you ain't going to marry, have kids with, probably even be with the next school year. I said it before, and I briefly kind of looked at this, but I told you guys before we even played the video, it's got to be over a boy. That's usually what 12-year-old, yeah, it's over a boy. It's over a boy. This is crazy. This young girl lost her life over a boy who was probably not even the other person's boyfriend, playing the hell out of both of them probably. Beautiful young girl. She looks just like her mom. Let's get into this. According to Atlanta Black Star, this is, so I really hate to report stuff like this, but we have to keep topics like this in everybody's face, because if you're a parent and you have kids in school, you have to talk to your kids. I talk to my kid all the time. Do not put your hands on anyone unless they touch you first. There's a difference between just out here jumping someone and then defending yourself. If somebody hits you, I already told him, with all your might and everything in you, knock the fuck out of them. And mommy and daddy will deal with that shit on the back end. All right. My son's school has a no bullying policy, and they are very strict on that. Okay. They are very strict on that. So make sure we're educating and talking to our children and letting them know there are jail is real, and that's where your ass will be going if you put your hands on someone and you harm them. Let's get into this. Jada West, a 12-year-old student at Mason Creek Middle School in Douglas County, Georgia, tragically died after suffering a severe brain injury in a fight near a school bus stop. My son don't ride a school bus because I don't play that shit. But let's get into it. The altercation occurred off campus and outside school hours, and authorities in Villa Rica are investigating the circumstances. Now, according to the family members, Jada had been subjected to ongoing bullying, and the fight escalated as she walked home from the bus. She was hospitalized in Atlanta in critical condition before passing away days later, leaving her family and community devastated. Now, the family is demanding a thorough investigation and has raised questions about adult supervision and potential accountability for the incident. Now, this did happen, looks like, in a neighborhood near her home. Of course, you guys know most people now have home surveillance system, doorbell camera. So I'm pretty sure this was probably caught by someone's doorbell system to show who was involved in this incident. Okay, who said what? You can pick up sound. You can pick up, I can pick it up on mine. You can pick up sound. You can pick up movement. Whoever was involved in damaging and or unaliving this young girl, they will be brought to justice. I'm sure somebody picked it up as the investigation goes on. Police, I'm sure, will go door to door to get statements from people, to get video surveillance footage so that they can piece all of this together like a puzzle and have anyone who was involved in this situation held accountable, right? So make sure parents, make sure you talk to your children. Okay. Now it's different. Like I said, if someone put their hands on you first, you have to defend yourself. Don't stand there and let somebody wail on you. Okay. Don't stand there and let somebody wail on you, but you fight back, and you don't have to stomp them out to they're almost like unalive. It doesn't have to be to that, but to the point where you can get them up off you and let them know, don't put your hands on me again. That's how I teach mine. Don't go too far, but go far enough to let them know. Don't put your hands on me again. If you pop them good enough, and I'm not promoting any type of violence in any way, shape, or form, but these children nowadays are fucking crazy. And I'm crazier, okay? I'm play by mine, and they know it. But we got to educate our kids, all right? Because we don't want no fish fries and no t-shirts printed. I'm just saying. All right, moving right along, child. Let me move, because this is pissing me off. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. I don't like stuff like this, okay? I don't like it. Let's get into the next topic. Shout out to It's On Site. Who child, fish will be frying, Lord. Fish will be frying, Jesus. It will be, Lord. Yes, it will. Fish will be frying, Lord. All right. And t-shirts will be printed, Jesus. Did they put their hands on mine? Mm-mm-mm. Jesus. All right, moving right on. Faison Love. Y'all remember him from the movie Friday. This was Big Worm. Y'all remember him. Questions 50 Cent's tough guy reputation and says that he's never actually seen him fight. Claims the rap mogul is always surrounded by security. Now, you guys know Faison Love has also offered 50 Cent into a boxing, like a celebrity boxing match, but he told him, give me a few months so I can get in shape. You can't ask somebody to fight and then say, oh, give me a few months so I can get in shape. You big as hell. Like, you can't ask me to fight you and then you out of shape. Like, I'm ready to go now. I'm not waiting 6 months. I didn't even think about this shit in 6 months. You asked me to fight you, like, hurry up. All right, you want to do a celebrity boxing match? Get your ass in the ring, right? Anywho, good morning. Somebody said good morning, Real. Good morning to Real. Good morning. Never seen 50 Cent in a fight and believes that the rapper, not all, are surrounded by celebrities, which in his opinion makes it hard to understand where the tough guy reputation comes from. Let's get into it.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say about 4 Dimes and 2 Nicoles. I cracked myself up. I don't know why you guys think this guy is so tough. I've never seen him fight. I've never seen him do anything. He travels with a bunch of security. Maybe his security is tough. I don't know. All I know, he got shot 9 times. Where I'm from, that's a fucking victim. I've never seen him, whatever. And I don't even want to talk about the henchman situation, but he's a fraud. One time, I call him one time, because his name is not 50. There's a nigga from New York named 50 Cent for real. And then there's this nigga who's the police. He's the police, trust me. He moves just like the police. He's gonna make a documentary. He's sitting there pointing at people, but you got a this sexy nigga. You got sex assault charges, nigga. What's wrong with you, you goofy ass? Anyway, here's the last thing I'm gonna say about him because he loves a lip box.
Oh my goodness.
That's all he can do is lip box. He don't really.
He's very good at it, by the way, too. I'm just saying.
Really want to go in no ring. He don't really want to go, and be honest with you, I shouldn't either. I'm on probation. And I'm in therapy. So this is the last thing you hear about me. It's toxic, and your little one time tell your little robot friends, they can leave my page and tell me I'm not funny. I've been here for 40 years. I keep talking about 50 money. He ain't making no money off the television shows. He don't fit. He just puts his name on them. That's not you have to create the show and write the show. He can't write. I don't know if he can read. If he can read, he will really impress me.
Why haven't we seen you in anything recently? I don't remember a recent movie that we've seen you in, right? It looks like you've been sitting back eating most of the time. That's what it gives. I haven't seen you in a movie or TV show here lately. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. You can drop it in the chat. If y'all saw him in a recent Faison Love, if y'all seen him in a recent movie or TV show, let me know. I mean, 50 Cent is out here still making good money out here. He's on it. Those are still his shows. He's executive producer. They do get nice checks for that. He also has his own studios, G Unit Studios, right there in Louisiana. He's a boss out here. So let's not try to minimize what he is because you are upset that he is petty. He's very petty, but he's also very paid. But let's continue.
I know he's not writing those shows. This is a woman writing those shows. And she quit because he was stupid. She was like, I don't like dealing with a dick sucking ape. So these are facts, I'm telling you. You guys can live in the imaginary world of 50's the biggest, toughest fraud ever, but that nigga don't want none.
Obviously, you don't either. If you gotta wait this nigga said, give me 6 months. I saw another post the other day where he said, he want to fight him in a celebrity fighting match, but told 50 to give him 6 months. Who is waiting that long? Like, nigga, yeah, nobody's waiting that long to fight. Like, obviously, you need the money if you're trying to do a celebrity boxing match because there is money involved. Whoever's the winner, they obviously get a nice little piece of coin. So that tells me right there, you are very hard up for money because you already know you ain't gonna win by the first round. Your ass gonna be out of breath anyway, just swinging 2-3 times because you're out of shape. Really? But let's move along. No more to see there. Let's get into someone else, child, who loves to fight, who is a fighter. It looks like Clarissa Shields wants to fight this guy in the ring. Okay, Rolando Romero, according to her. So Rolando Raleigh Romero responds to Clarissa Shields, saying that she could beat him in a fight, and said that he believes that that her and her jokes. Hold on. She believes her and her jokes that she'd knock him out. But he says, I don't hit women. So he said, hey, if we fought, I'm pretty sure I could beat you, but I don't hit women. But she's pretty much saying, hey, she would love to fight him. I think Clarissa, she is a great fighter, but you got to be honest with yourself. First of all, they're not going to put you and this guy in the ring, right? So it's pretty much wishful thinking for you to kind of put it in the atmosphere that you want to fight Rolando. He's a guy. They're never going to pair a woman and a man. That's not how the sport works. At the end of the day, I think you kind of feeling yourself a little bit. I don't know why you want to fight everybody. Like, keep it in the ring. Find your next opponent if that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, this being cocky and running up on guys, like, you will never have the same power that a man has. And not to say that a woman can't beat a man, but in the real world, like, a man will most of the time always outpower or overpower a man. Okay. Nobody, I don't think anybody wants to sit back and watch a man like letting off and punching a woman in the face in a fight anyway. So why even entertain that, right? Let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to It's on Site.
Better boxing skills than him, and I'm bigger than him. I'm just your thoughts when you saw that clip. What did you think when you saw that?
I believe her. I believe she can beat me. Yeah, she'll knock me out.
I think you've been facetious.
He is being
No, I'm being for. I don't hit women.
That's true. I understand that. No, I'm just him. Better boxing skills than him, and I'm bigger than him. I'm just your thoughts when you saw that clip. What did you think when you saw that?
I believe her. I believe she can beat me. Yeah, she'll knock me out.
I think you're being facetious.
No, I'm here for. I don't hit women.
I mean, he got hands too. Go look up some YouTube videos of him. He got hands too. I would hope that he would not want to be in the ring and be letting off on her like he would on a regular dude in a fight. Like I would hope. I wouldn't want to see that. I don't want to see a man fighting a woman and punching her in the face. And I hope nobody else would want to see that. But Clarissa really needs to focus on her craft and stop running around. Billy Badass want to fight everybody. For every badass, and this is something my parents used to always teach me. For every badass, is somebody that can whoop your ass. It's always somebody that can beat your ass. Like, and again, I'm not promoting violence, but the baddest people have gotten their ass beat before. So yes, you are the champion right now, but it's somebody out there that you just haven't ran across yet that can that flew your head across the ring and then will humble you. You've been knocked down and knocked down in several of your fights, Clarissa. Do I need to pull the video? You have been knocked down. I played it the other day. You have been knocked down, so it's not impossible. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, baby. You are still the champion, but your ass, your head and your booty meat been on that mat several times, my love. So let's not do that like you are just, invincible out here, sis. Okay? You done had your ass knocked down before. But let's get into this next topic. Let's get into this Rihanna news, okay? The bigger they are, the harder they fall, honey. All right? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. What was the giant in the Bible? Okay, didn't David take Goliath down with his big ass with a damn rock and a slingshot? Took his ass out. All right, but let's get into this next topic. Shout out to Michael Bazin on live. Rihanna, as you guys know, experienced something very unfortunate this past Sunday where a crazy deranged woman, we're going to look at her again because she's obviously targeting not just Rihanna, but several other celebrities as well. But Rihanna has decided to join a protest outside of Trump Tower at a woman's march. Now, she has since gathered her family, honey. They said that she has taken her ass back to taking the children back to Barbados. She has gotten out of that house that she was in that allegedly got powed in California because this crazy deranged woman who's been stalking her decided to sit outside her gate and fire at her house. I did see 5 bullet wounds bullet shots in Rihanna's house. I did see that as well. I did not want to put that up there because I don't know how YouTube feel about that. But the woman, she did make contact to Rihanna's house. So shout out to Rihanna for getting her kids, who were also inside when this incident occurred, out of that house. And she has since moved to another house. I mean, Rihanna, she has several places to stay, right? So shout out to her. And I'm glad nothing happened to her or her kids. But let's get into this so that you guys can see what's going on here.
My choice. My body, my choice. My body, her choice. My body, my choice. Her body, her choice. My body, my choice. Her body, her choice. My body, my first date. We will not go away. Welcome to your first date. We will not go away. Welcome to your first date. We will not go away. Oh, Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, whoa. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey,
Right here.
whoa. Donald Trump, my choice. My body, my choice.
So she's out, honey. My body, my choice. She's stepping in, and she's out here for the cause, honey. I'm with it. Okay, my body, my choice. We talked about this the other day. I don't feel like a man or anyone should be able to tell a woman what to do with their body. If you wind up getting pregnant by someone, you don't want to have that baby, it's your choice to not have said child, right? I don't feel like there should be a law written to say that if a woman decides to abort a baby, that she will be then sitting in prison for a decision she made for her own body. I just don't understand that. Men don't understand that in terms of why a woman would want to get rid of a child. Okay. Am I against abortion? No, I'm not. I feel like, and I said the other day, if a woman is violated or R-worded or graped, in terms of how the term we use on YouTube, if she's graped, I do not feel like she would want to keep that baby and look at this baby because of what it represents, right? If she got graped and got impregnated by someone, a total stranger who violated her, I wouldn't want to keep that baby. It should be my right to go down to any type of clinic and get rid of said child by way of abortion, if that's what I choose to do. So them writing laws in terms of telling people how they should or can, what they can do or not do with their bodies, I feel like is very much so diabolical. What do y'all think? Let me know. Shout out to Rihanna, though, for out here protesting, honey. She said, hey, I ain't scared. Let me get on out here in these streets and do what I got to do. Let's get into this nutcase, though. She is after Cardi B as well. Let's look at her. Miss Ortiz with her crazy ass. Okay. Her bond is 10 point something million. I said it wrong yesterday. I stand corrected. I'm not above correcting myself if I misquote something, but her bond is 10.2 million. 10.2 million where she be sitting in prison. So that means her ass ain't getting out. We know she ain't got no $10 million for powered up Rihanna's home. And also sending out threats prior to doing so, which then makes it kind of look premeditated, if you will. But let's get into it. Said it looks like Ivana Ortiz has words for Cardi B as well. Let's get into it. Thank God it captured her, or she probably would have went on to the next celebrity after she got finished powering up Rihanna's house. All right, so let's go.
Cardi B, you're supposedly busy right now. You're supposedly busy right now. But you know who has the cutest outfit tonight? You know who's the cutest tonight? I am. I'm the cutest tonight.
And the craziest too.
You ain't doing nothing to me. You ain't messing with me. You ain't messing with me.
It's gone.
Ain't nobody pressed. Ivana's not pressed.
She's literally talking like she's talking to Cardi B. That's how you know this bitch is fucking crazy, right? Shout out to J Views David. This girl is gone in the dome for real. Like girl, there are no chairs under your table. The elevator is stuck between floors, my love. You are gone there. There's nothing up here. You are literally gone. You are talking in a mirror with your cell phone up like you are talking to the person that you have this so much anger towards, and they don't even know you, right? This person, I'm pretty sure Cardi does not know you. I'm pretty sure Rihanna did not know you before you came to her house on Sunday and pow the bitch up, right? What is wrong with her? Are you off medication? Like, what is it?
Is Cardi B pressed? Cardi B?
Cardi is on tour. She is not pressed, girl.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
I can't take no more. So you guys see, okay, y'all get a gist of what we're talking about. Nuts, okay, beyond crazy. So here she is here. We just want to this is for documentation purposes for YouTube, okay? Let me put my trigger back up as well because baby, she is seriously gone. She really has targeted Rihanna. I don't know what this infatuation is with Rihanna. I'm pretty sure Rihanna didn't even notice she was adored this much by this loony being. But she says that this person said I've dealt with Tyrese. Shout out to him. He said he's dealt with stalkers before for almost 25 years. Okay, it's not funny. He said it's not funny and it's not cool, and he's right. Now, this person here, the same girl Ortiz, said that Rihanna wants to unalive her and calls Rihanna a witch. Rihanna, I'm pretty sure, again, does not know her, but let's get into what she had to say because this bitch is crazy. Hold on.
No, you're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. And everyone knows it. But the way that they want to, that girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me, she's the one who wants to kill me. The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. But this is my heart, Lord, and I am expecting and waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're going to do and how you're going to deliver this promise. It's in my heart and it's in my vitality. And I'm very...
A mind is a terrible thing to waste. See, when you lose your mind, let me tell you something. Your brain, your mind is one of the things that you definitely need. That's why you have to definitely make sure that you are not, make sure you're not listening to a lot of crazy. I'm going to play just a little bit because I can only take just a little bit of craziness. All right. That's why I don't even deal with shit like this. Okay, I try to stay away from stuff like that, so it don't even taint or infiltrate my spirit, baby. But this right here, you can tell she's very much so mentally gone. There's something not connecting there, where she feels or thinks that people that don't even know her or have any type of relationship with her at all, that they're out to get her, trying to unalive her. This girl really needs to be on some medical, some type of Prozac. What's the Paxil? They give Paxil to crazy people as well. That's the newest medication that they give to crazy people. Paxil. Prozac used to be the one that everybody said, oh, you need to be on Prozac. Now they've upgraded it to Paxil. She might need to be on both. I don't know. You definitely need a jacket that zips up in the back where your hands are behind you, and you need to be in a fucking padded room in addition to jail. Because you are very dangerous and you're crazy. When your mind is gone, baby, you've lost everything. All right. Every other thing, every other organ on your body can work. When your mind is gone, this is the result. This is some crazy. This girl is saying Rihanna is out here flying around like she's a fucking bird and saying that the Lord is going to come down and help her do whatever she is saying in her crazy mind that she wants to do. She also was after one of the Kardashian sisters. We showed that yesterday. I think Kim Kardashian, she headed out for Kim. Like, do all these people even know that you have this? Very. I don't play no more, but you guys see, you get the gist of. Now she's saying Rihanna want to take her out, so you done flew to Rihanna house over there, pow like your ass is Tackleberry from damn Police Academy up in that bitch. Girl, thank God they found your crazy ass. Let's get into somebody else who's starting to feel like they're crazy over here too. All right, we don't need a trigger for this one. Let's take it down. None other than that damn Monique. Sweet babies. That's her favorite thing to say. Shout out to the 164 watching. Sweet babies. This thing here, this is another one I feel like, Monique, don't take this the wrong way if you ever see my show. I feel like you got a little bit of this much of bipolar. Hold on. This much of bipolar going on in you. Because you know that shit go. Like, how long are we going to still talk about Tyler Perry and Oprah and all these other people? Like, seriously, let it go. Let it go. You over here still talking about Whoopi Goldberg and some old shit. Lee Daniels. Like, really? You done wrote a whole letter. It's giving that you internalize. And I blame her husband because he be steady replaying this shit in her mind and then pushing her out there to look crazy. Like, at some point, you got to move on, Monique. That's the only thing that bothers me with Monique. Like, she just sat in her shit. I get it if you feel like somebody wronged you. Like, these people have apologized to you. You just cannot get past this for some odd reason. Right? But let's get into this. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Now said that Monique pens an open letter to Whoopi Goldberg after seeing old clips of her defending Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels on The View. Now, another woman chastised me on a platform meant to empower me. She's saying that about Whoopi Goldberg. She not chastised you. She tried to bring your ass back to reality because you was somewhere out there. Damn. Let's get into this. Oh my God. She is
my job. And they all agreed. And this is what happens, in my humble opinion, when you don't go up to the hotel room. See, when I think about those women that said...
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Because contractually,
yes,
when you make a movie, regardless of who you sign the deal with,
yes,
your job is to go and promote said movie.
Yes.
No. But so when they wanted you to come, and we've had this conversation, and I said, if you had called me, I could have schooled you on what was expected.
And when we did have that conversation, and what I said to you, my sweet sister, I said, Whoopi, at what point do we stop saying the next time? Because what was expected.
Wait,
but I want to answer it though.
Yeah,
I want to answer when you say contractual.
You want to get paid for the publicity?
Please let me answer. Yes, ma'am. Because if I had done something wrong contractually, they would have sued me. The reason why no one could do anything to me contractually, and I've done my job. And they all.
Mind you, everyone, 8 years ago is when this situation occurred. We're still talking about it in 2026 at 9:26 a.m., 3/10 of 2026. Let's continue.
All agreed. And this is what happens, in my humble opinion, when you don't go up to the hotel room.
Who is trying to take your wide back, wide face ass to a room? Tyler Perry like men, allegedly. Because hell, that's all that's suing him. I ain't heard no woman come forward to say that Tyler Perry tried them in an sexual manner. Lee Daniels like men. So we cannot keep running with this damn narrative. I don't know what Whoopi Goldberg like because she dressed like one. No shade. We love you, Whoopi. But I don't know where you're getting this narrative from that Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and all these people trying to get you up to a fucking rim. That's how she said. They want to get me to a rim. The room your ass need to be in is a padded one. because you are still going. Somebody please take the battery out her wide back ass. 8 years of this shit. You are still stuck, girl, in the same place on the sweet babies. Sweet babies, your ass somewhere and get some Paxil and some fucking Prozac too. Because we are literally over this. You writing letters, girl, about shit that happened 8 years ago. About some shit we don't give this many fucks. That's zero, girl. No fucks about that no more. It's given that you are laying back on your bed like this, looking at your ceiling fan, still thinking about some shit that happened 8 years ago. I mean, do we need to blackball your ass again? Let's continue, girl.
See, when I think about those women that
Wait,
said...
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Because contractually,
yes,
when you make a movie, regardless of who...
I did nothing wrong contractually. So
here we go. Typical narc answer. I did nothing wrong.
When they asked me to come overseas to promote the film, when I said, guys, I'm spending time with my family, I'm going to pass. Now,
that's not how it works. When you sign a contract for a movie, you have to go to functions, red carpet events, whatever it takes to promote this movie to get it out there so that the numbers in the box office can go up. You cannot tell the person that you signed a contract with when they ask you to come to promote said movie after you sign a contract between, as the old people call it, you and said person. If Tyler Perry hired you to work for him, Lee Daniels hired you to work for him, it's in the contract that you are also required to help promote said movie. You can't say, oh, I'm here with my husband. I'm over here kicking it with my family. I'm having family time. Bitch, get dressed and get to the red carpet. The hell? I just want to slap her bun off. Is that too much, YouTube? I'm talking about just bobby pins everywhere, bitch. I just want to slap your bun off. Because at this point, it's just giving cringe. Oh.
When I make the statement, this is what happens when you don't go to the room. What Tyler Perry showed me, Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate, when you don't do what we ask you to do, we'll take your livelihood. So for 8 years, my family has suffered and my career has suffered because what I would not allow those entities to do was bully me. And because I didn't allow the bullying to happen.
Bullying you is not telling you to get your motherfucking ass to the red carpet. Put your bun on, put your blouse and your pants on, and squeeze your coins in them fucking shoes and get your ass to the red carpet. You have to promote. That's a part of your job. If that's too much for you, it's always a 9 to 5 there, girl. You are problematic, Monique. The reason that you were blackballed, the reason that you weren't getting jobs is because you think you run shit. The only thing you seem to be running is your fucking mouth at this point. That's what it's giving. Y'all, bobby pins every fucking where. That's what I want to do. Not that we promote violence all the time. Because sometimes you got to wake a bitch up. Right. Again, Tyler Perry, Norma Deal want your ass in no room nowhere. Like in your crazy mind. I know Tyler Perry sitting back like, bitch, I know good and goddamn well. And here's Medea voice. I know good and goddamn well she ain't said I want her ass in a motherfucking hotel. Like, what? Lee Daniels is like, bitch, I know motherfucking well you didn't just sit up here on this day, on these damn people's show on The View and say, I want your ass in no hotel. He don't want nothing to look like you. Nothing that look like you, unless you got a schlong we don't know about. And girl, not women.
This is now what I sit in.
Okay. Lord.
I did nothing wrong.
Lord, this is your child, okay? I'm not reading the letter that she wrote. Y'all want to read it? Please head over to the Neighborhood Talk. I will not taint my spirit with this bullshit this morning. I shall not, Lord. So an open letter to Sister Whoopi Goldberg to Celie. She wrote a letter to Celie from Monique girl, which I shall not read. Says, because I was the little girl coming behind you. Now you the victim. Always the victim. Always the fucking victim. Look at this shit. Hello, Sister Whoopi. And that's all I'm reading. If y'all want to read the rest of that shit, head on over to the Neighborhood Talk because I got a show to do. Pew, out of here, girl. Let me give you the pew. Black people, y'all know what pew mean, don't you? Pew mean you out of this bitch. Let me pew on your ass right quick. Pew. Child. Ooh, girl, you bring the worst out of me. I tell you. I done got up and prayed and everything this morning. I got to go get saved again after my damn life. I got to get resaved. Is that a thing? I got to be resaved over here fucking with Monique this morning. Damn. I was doing good. I was about to be a missionary before I did my live and talked about Monique, child. You see me? I got my missionary, my first lady blouse. I'm about to be a whole missionary. Monique done sent me back. Lord, got to get back in the prayer line. Let's get into this next topic, okay? I'm not sick of these two as well. Sam with your moist ass, Mr. Duncan Hines down here. You don't want to put Egypt up to get knocked the hell out. Let's go ahead and talk about that topic. Now, I did not agree when she said that she wanted to fight Krishan because I mean, all this shit here she was doing on her live and flexing your muscles and all that. Okay, you did 100 sit-ups, but you still got your ass knocked out, right? So now your daddy is mad. Your mom is out here looking crazy because we don't know what emotions because she got too much Botox, right? Let's go here. Pepper, we love you, girl. Thank you for all the hits that you put out there, okay? But girl, all the Botox, like when they put the camera on you and they ask you how you felt about your daughter getting knocked the fuck out or whatever, she was like, I feel like it was really fucked up or whatever. I was like, girl, is that a frown or a smile? Because the Botox, I don't know. Do we need to give you a minute so we can see what's going on up here? But anyway, so Sam, which is Egypt's husband and whatnot, if we can call him that, because I think he's the wife. Egypt, I think you the husband and you don't know it. And Sam is motherfucking wife because he gives broke wrist, girl. But anywho, so now he gets on here to explain after Trish then came up here and said that he got heat for his ass and it's up and stuck when he see him for putting his daughter out there in the ring because he was telling everybody he trained her. Obviously, you didn't. Like she was in there fighting like this. I said that's a broke wrist punch. That's a broke wrist punch right there. Do they do that in boxing? Damn. Video. I was like, what is that? Girl, on this. I said, who fight with their wrist? Girl, it's supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here with it. You hit with it. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, you had to have trained her, Sam. You trained her. She was punching like that with the broke wrist. But anyway, so old girl was like, she went up under there and grabbed that chin and your ass was sonic rings everywhere. But anyway, let's get into this bullshit. CM Jackson, thank you. All right, we're going to use your clip. So Egypt's husband, wife child, claims that Krishan Rock ducked a fight. I think Krishan was saving her. I think we've seen Krishan does have hands, right? Krishan stay fighting. Krishan stay beating the ass outside the ring. Unfortunately, Egypt didn't have hands, okay? Muscles and technique is different. Anybody can get a muscle. But if you hop in that bitch with no technique, your chin gonna get checked, and that's what happened to your ass, okay? Finish her. Mortal Kombat. Let's get into it.
To rest, y'all. You guys know that Krishan Rock fucking ducked the fade.
Boy.
No girl on the card had made viral. Egypt made more headlines than Krishan announcing she even was on there. Krishan made less headlines saying that she was accepting a contract to fight. Egypt went and made one post and was across all of the internet. Broke the damn internet. Make it make sense. You guys go pick a girl who has 3K followers and fake fights for a living. WWE style in people's garage. Not even top pro wrestling, you name it, right? Somebody who's going to get in here and act like they're getting it. I bet you that this girl goes down the third round. I'll bet you.
Y'all pardon me. I'm going to look out the window till he get done because this is bullshit, okay?
It's a big, powerful looking punch the minute that Krishan looks tired and her mouth is open.
You're saying the opponent, right?
I bet.
You're saying the opponent, right?
You see, she said Krishan went to Compton and fought, so why should we be scared of Egypt? I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
I mean, that's the question here.
Her?
Like, no one should be scared of me, right? Why
simple. Like they said, the original.
Why not try it out?
You know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. I'm a 2-time fucking champion. I do this shit. I'll fight any one of you motherfuckers. Don't give a fuck.
What type of champion are you? I ain't never seen you fight nobody. I ain't never seen no belts nowhere. I ain't never seen it. Now, what we have seen is you out run around this bitch cross-dressing. I don't know what kind of championship that is, but you kind of giving real moist out here, okay? You running around here with blouses and shit on. I ain't never seen you fight no one. I ain't seen you pinch nobody, let alone fight. I ain't seen you bite nobody. I ain't seen you stick your foot out and trip nobody. So please miss us with this bullshit. You hyped Egypt up to get her ass in the ring unprepared and got her ass knocked the hell out in the second ring. So please don't be out here trying to solicit her to be in another fight to fight Krishan Rock, who we all know. She's training right now. She done got her weight down. Krishan looks great. No homo. Okay. Krishan, we know she can fight. Egypt, the only fight we saw you in is when you snuck Brianna on Growing Up Hip Hop. If you guys ever watched the show, I did. Okay. You snuck her. I feel like that's a fair fight. You snuck Brianna, and when she turned around and tried to fight you, security grabbed her. So that's not a fair fight. A fair fight is you knuckle up. You here, they here. This person see you coming with the hands, and they can reciprocate that shit. You snuck her. So that's not a real fight. And then when you get your ass in the ring after talking so much, a boatload of shit is what you talk, girl, and got your ass in there in the second ring and got chin checked and knocked the hell out. You woke up, girl. You fought on a Friday and you woke up and it was a Thursday of the next week. That's how long your ass was knocked out, really. But yeah, so let's
Fuck about the weight class. It so happens my wife is the same motherfucker. You guys got it twisted. TV's been over. Get that shit off the fucking books. Nobody gives a fuck about anything that happened on fucking TV at this point.
No.
We get in here, we'll throw down. We'll come to your backyard. It doesn't matter where the fuck it is. We'll throw down. The problem is y'all don't want to admit that Krishan's not the big bad wolf that you guys thought she was. You want to go into.
I guarantee you, if she fight Egypt, she's gonna beat her ass. I put $5 on it. I would put more, but I don't really care. I really think Krishan could beat her. I think that they told Egypt really that's probably why they told her that they were not going to allow her to be Krishan's opponent, because maybe they knew she wasn't ready. She don't really have a track record of fighting anybody. This was her first fight, her first real fight. Backyard fighting is different. Now, yeah, we got some hood chicks out here that can beat ass, but bottom line is you have to show and prove if you're trying to fight professionally in a ring where you're getting paid to do so. You have to show, and you can't have your husband, who no one knows, saying that he's your trainer, and then you get your ass in there and get knocked. That's embarrassing. You Trek's daughter. You Pepper from Salt and Pepper's daughter. Who cares that you got all these people on your live? It really don't.
Fend her up and down because she is not the big bad wolf you thought she was. No girl on the fucking card who entered to fight Krishan Rock was anywhere the caliber. Boxing is about prize fighting.
Damn, she took flight. I ain't never seen nobody get knocked out and their feet fly up. Damn, Egypt, you about to take off flying up out of that ring, won't you? Lovely. Yeah, girl. Anywho, say no more. That was embarrassing. Moving right along. Do I care about that? No, not right now. We'll move you to the next show, girl. Okay, let's get into this next topic, honey. Jennifer Williams know that she got to pay all these court fees for her damn thug ass convicted husband over here. And now she is speaking out about Basketball Wives being canceled because she's like, damn, where can I get some more money from? The show canceled? Like, what we gonna do, child? We got to pay all these court fees and these legal fees and people coming after us left and right for your fraudulent damn actions out here. Okay, Christian. Let's get into it. Housewives from a housewife. Basketball Wives, Jennifer Williams speaks out about the show cancellation. Now, mind you, this announcement for the show cancellation was a month ago, barely. That Shaunie O'Neal came out to say that Basketball Wives is no more. They're not coming back. Like, y'all find something else to do. And everybody has so much to say about Tammy, but baby, Tammy, baby, spin up out of there like the Tasmanian devil, and she's doing better than most of you guys, if not all, on the show. I mean, what are you doing, Jennifer, besides paying your husband's court fees? Royce is doing pretty good. Royce has her own dance company. Evelyn, what you doing besides crying on your daughter's podcast about some old shit that we really don't care about no more? We already saw Tammy. Tammy's in several movies, okay, Lifetime movies. She's doing her damn thing over there. She has like a production company and a few other things that she has going on. She's on another show. What is it? Caught in the Act. She's really doing her big one out here. Who else on the show? It don't matter because y'all ain't doing shit, right? But Jennifer, let's go ahead and get into what she had to say, because it sounds like you're trying to find some money somewhere.
The show got canceled, and I feel honestly, you never want to see anything go away that you work so hard on. And I think that our show, we were trailblazers, right? Because we were one of the first Black ensembles. And although I'm sad to see it go, I do believe in evolution, and you can't stay stagnant, and you do have to move on. So I feel this is a great opportunity for us to kind of do our own reality show, but on YouTube. Because it really is our reality. And we don't have to be bothered with the naysayers, on the girls with their opinions. They're assholes. Everybody has one. The show got canceled. And
no disrespect, Jennifer. I don't think nobody gonna be signing on no YouTube to watch you do anything. I promise you. You are boring. You were boring on the show. So I really don't think they're going to take their asses to any YouTube channel to watch you be on YouTube and bore us anymore, right? We're really not here for that. We're not checking for that. Focus on getting the money up so that you can pay off all of these damn fees that's coming up for your baby daddy, as well as his child support, because we hear he ain't paying that either. His baby mama's taking him to court for that as well. So shout out to you for marrying a loser. All right. You done left a big teeth, big-headed ass nigga, Eric Williams. You left him, who threw a drink in your face on national television, okay, and embarrassed the fuck out of you. You married his big teeth ass because you wanted to live a lifestyle, and now you done married this damn criminal who can't do shit for you but put you in the poorhouse. Yeah, you got the double R's and the headrest, but bitch, you are paying child support for some children that are not yours. And you're also having to deal with all of his legal shit that you already knew about prior to even marrying him. He's an abuser and he is a user. So shout out to you for doing that. Anything to have a man, okay? You thought you had Chris Brown over there. Yeah, he got hands for women too. Your husband do too, child. He do. Ask his ex-girlfriend. That's why he spent prison time, remember? Christian was in prison for putting paws upon. So you was looking for a nigga who looked like Chris Brown. You got you a whole Chris Brown over there, girl. Hopefully, and I pray he don't put hands upon you. Okay? Because you were out here trying to marry what's the old boy name from Sweetie Pies? Tim Norman. You know how to pick him, girl. And then the other one came out. The other guy you was dating stole your Range Rover. We talked about it, right? And then the one before that came out, and you found out that he was out here sleeping with men and trafficking women. You know how to pick them, girl. You really know how to pick them. But at the end of the day, are we trying to hurry up and go to YouTube to see you over there on any type of show? It's a hell no for me, girl. Goodbye. Moving right along. All right. Moving right along. Let's get into this next topic. Let's get into this Royce and Dwight Howard bullshit, because I'm sick of them too. But let's go ahead and entertain it because it is tea. She's a hot ass mess. And you too pretty for that shit. Okay. You're a pretty girl, Jennifer, but I don't know, girl. I don't know about you. You might need some Paxil too. Moving right along. Shout out to TMZ. All right, because that's where we're seeing it from. Pardon all the pop-ups. I hate going to TMZ, but this is where they have the most tea on this situation, so I had to pull it from here. So any pop-ups, y'all just please work with it, okay? So as you guys know, Amy and Dwight, let's put it down so you guys know who we're talking about. Amy, y'all remember her child sitting in the car with kilos of cocaine, trying to expose Dwight Howard. I said, Lord, please don't let the popos roll up on her ass, because she'll be in prison for a very long time for having that much weight in her car, Lord. But Dwight Howard, the narc, who takes no accountability, Royce Reed's baby daddy, okay, and everybody else's baby daddy, is in a lot of trouble right now. His daughter was just recently taken last Thursday, I hear, from CPS, DHR, whatever y'all want to call it, because of some inappropriate things in the home. Amy knew about it. She sat back and she co-signed the bullshit, did not report him. And now that he's coercing his kids to lie on her, now she's on live crying, screaming and hollering and carrying on, talking about Dwight trying to expose him because she's trying to get the heat off her. You, ma'am, were also said to have left the children home alone while you and Dwight went out of the country. In that big ass house, those children are minors. They should not have been left in a home by themselves to fend for themselves while you and Dwight Howard were out of the country. According to Royce, shout out to her for that. She's still speaking. We're going to get into that here in a minute. But let's get into this. Dwight Howard's estranged wife, Amy, she said that I wanted a divorce too, that he just beat me to court. You should have divorced him 3 months in whenever you left him the first time. But sometimes people have to find out the hard way, right? You went back to a situation that you knew was toxic, and now he's rushed and filed for divorce before you because that's how strategic he is. Dwight is about image. Dwight is about trying to protect himself. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself, including his children. But let's get into it. Dwight Howard may have filed for divorce on Monday, which was yesterday, but TMZ has learned his estranged wife, Amber Howard, which she goes by Amy, headed to court the same day to do the exact same thing. So maybe they were arguing and she said, well, that's why I'm going to file for divorce. He hurried up and got in his car, skirted out, and got to the courthouse and filed before her, is what it sounds like, okay? Sounds like a little game. So sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Amber was also, pardon the pop-ups, was also filing with her attorney, but Dwight beat her to the punch and his paperwork was processed first. Y'all know he know people. Royce said it as well. Now, despite dueling divorce moves, it says that we're told the estranged couple is still living together under the same roof at their marital home in Georgia for now. I would get the fuck out of there. I would get out of there. Dwight Howard has been known to be allegedly abusive physically. If we know about the young man who took him to court, who says that he met Dwight Howard on social media on a dating site at which he came to the house to do sexual favors. Upon getting there, there was someone else there that was a tranny, and Dwight was trying to set up a threesome unbeknownst to this person. This person said they did not want to participate in that and got up to get ready to leave. He says Dwight Howard hovered over him, intimidated him, and even put hands on him to try to make him give the oral pleasure against his will. He filed a lawsuit against Dwight Howard. I think they settled out of court, from my understanding. So he's fucking crazy. Let's not forget about what Royce talked about in her interview with Carlos King, where she talked about how Dwight Howard ran up on her whenever he wanted her to do some sexual favors, grabbed her by her head and flew her, or by her body, head, whatever it was. Anyway, grabbed her and flung her across a room. Let me put up my trigger. Because, child, let's put a trigger up on this one, honey. But anyway, she says that he threw her across a room because she refused to do sexual favors for him, and also threw a 2-liter soda bottle at her, and also threw a drink in her face. So he's very violent. I would not stay in that house with him, because you guys are at a point where you decided you don't want to be together anymore. That means there are going to be arguments. That means things are going to intensify. That means that you have been recording his children and you have pissed this man off, and it's nothing. He could harm you in your sleep. I would not stay in a house with somebody like that. I would pack my shit and get the fuck out. It's his house anyway. But anyway, so Dwight was in California this weekend with his son, David, while Amber remained in the house in Atlanta. Now, said that this isn't their first attempt at ending their marriage. Amber filed for divorce last year, but the pair ultimately reconciled and called it off. Said that the sources say that this time it is different. The split is definitive. It goes on to say TMZ broke the story that Dwight filed Monday, calling the marriage irretrievably broken, and he asked for exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. I don't know why she married him, because I really feel like she was trying to. It's a lavender marriage. I feel like she was trying to hide his lifestyle and what everyone has been saying about Dwight Howard for years. Amy, you a beard, baby. I'm sorry. He married you to make you a beard. All right, Royce tried to tell you want to fight Royce. Just stupid as hell. It said it was first reported the Gwinnett County Police Department was dispatched to the home 3 times in the past 2 weeks, including for a suicide attempt, or threat rather, domestic incident, and a theft report. So it sounds like it's some crazy shit going on in that house. Suicide attempt, bitch, I wouldn't stay there. If you're gonna harm yourself, what was to say you wouldn't harm me, right? If you don't want yourself to be here, you damn sure will do something to me. I wouldn't sleep there. But the filing came just days after Amber posted a series of shocking allegations. You guys saw the live. I shared it here about Dwight on Instagram. All right. So if you guys want to read more on that, TMZ has several posts about them, but that is the most recent post that's going on with Dwight and Amy. Let's move along. Let's get into Royce and these allegations. It sounds like Royce is saying that Dwight's brother was sexually assaulting her son. Let's get into that. I said, what, bitch? What? All right, let's go, honey. Let's go. Shout out to Miss Awesome to you. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it. Royce Reed, honey. Royce Reed says that her son was allegedly sexually assaulted by Dwight's brother for 5 years under Dwight Howard's care, and it was swept under the rug. Let's get into these allegations that Royce put out. We're going to also look at her sit down with Carlos King, where she also revealed some other things that we definitely need to know about the situation with Dwight, because he's had her under gag order for so many years because Royce knows him better than anyone. Let's get into it. Let's go.
On my live yesterday and commenting, and I'm so happy I didn't see it because I was just so into speaking. I'm so happy I didn't see it, because had I probably would have said a lot more, such as their older brother sing them. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. And y'all might be like, oh my God, did she just say that? Yes, I said it, because the same thing happened to my son for 5 years and nobody did. Okay? So when you're dealing with a family who has had sexual assault and molestation in their family and they hid it, they went to church. Heal! heal my son. Okay? And it was a half brother, so it wasn't the mother's son, it was the father's older son. But finding out about all this stuff, and I've heard it before, but I didn't hear it necessarily in depth when he was crying on my shoulder about things that had happened to him and his sister. I kept it. But then when it started happening more and more and more, and now you're trying to basically be quiet and you're trying to act like it didn't happen. There was an entire interview that was done about this brother and how much he loved him and everything. You go on Google or you go on Bing or whatever these little search engines are, you don't see them. You don't see them at all. All those stories have been wiped clean. So when people tell you that something is on the internet or when something is on the internet, it's on there forever, that's a lie. Money can get removed. Okay? There is not one story about that brother anymore. But yes, that is a brother that did his sister for years. And they still sent her to spend time with him during the summer. The only time that that brother went to jail was when he met his own daughter. And she told. People are mandated reporters.
Y'all hear this shit?
Okay? He had done to the brother, him, his sister, none of that. Because they believe God can handle it. All right? So for 5.5 years, my child was, and I knew it. I threatened the nanny. Well, let me not say threatened because like I said before, I promised her if I found out that she was doing something to my child.
Damn. I love it.
We're going to have a problem. When I found that out, what happened? I get ghosted, y'all. Coming on my live yesterday.
So she says, hey, Dwight Howard's brother for 5 years was doing some sexually inappropriate things to her son. Royce says she started noticing some behaviors with her child when he was like 4 or 5 years old, where he was like touching himself inappropriately and doing different things that a normal 4 or 5 year old should not be doing. And then it commenced to going from him touching himself to other children sexually, and which ultimately got Royce locked up. But this act happened in Dwight's house. So where is he seeing these things? Where is he learning this from? He had to have seen it or it was done to him. Now, we saw on the video where Amy recorded Dwight's son when he was said to have lied on Amy or was coerced into lying on Amy. And she was saying to the son, like, I know this is not your fault. Your dad made you do this. You heard Dwight holler upstairs calling the son, David, where you at? Where you at, David? And then he comes upstairs to break up the conversation between Amy and his son, David. She recorded all of this. I showed it to you guys. And then he goes into the room with another one of his kids and closes the door. I think it was his daughter, I think, closes the door to where you couldn't see what was going on or what was heard. But it's some crazy shit going on in the house. Royce talked about during COVID where she was actually staying with Dwight because he wanted all of his baby mothers to stay under the same roof. But then he was having all these wild drug-fueled parties where the children were walking around with coquillana on the table and peanut butter and shit. She talked about it. People that were high out of their minds running around the house looking like zombies. Dwight was high out of his mind as well, according to Royce. These are according to Royce, all right? But it's a lot of crazy shit that's been going on. But it sounds like some pedophilia has been going on since Dwight was a child himself, and he grew up with this, including his brother. And as you guys have just heard Royce say, that the brother didn't go to jail until he wound up sexually assaulting his own daughter. So it sounds like a pattern of behavior in this family. Royce, sorry that you even met this fool child. And now her son, who is now 18, he ain't totally right in the head, I don't feel like. But let's continue on. This is a very sad situation all the way around. Let's get into Royce's recent sit down. She spoke with Carlos King. And she also admits that she is currently back in court with Dwight because she has decided to speak out and tell her story. Now, for years, he's had her under gag order so that she can't tell a story. You see me in the comments over here. Yes, talk your shit, Royce. I'm always in the comments. But yeah, so she's revealing a lot of things. We're going to get into it. Shout out to No Chaser for posting it. So Royce Reed spoke with Carlos King about her thoughts on Amy Luciani and Dwight Howard's situation over the weekend, which is the divorce, the fight, all of that. And the news that Dwight filed for divorce from Amy. Let's get into it because she's spilling tea. All right, let's go.
We still dealing with this stuff. I'm in court now. We got
Why
court
you
at the end of the month.
now?
Because I did my story time in the interview with you and the interview with Cam. Because I'm out here speaking my truth, because he never wants anyone to do that. Amy thinks like, oh, okay, he's filing for divorce. I'm sure she's like, because she didn't plan on leaving. Let's just put that out there. This happened early last week. Y'all just hearing about it. Yeah.
How you know?
Because I'm friends with the mom of the daughter. That's my girl. We do TikToks together. But you wouldn't know it. Yeah. We have been like, when I tell you I have held this woman through tears because she's fighting for her daughter. And this man is out here just lying on her. But it's not even just money, it's his connections. His uncle was a DA in Georgia. There's police body cam footage that you'll never see because they pay people off. That's why she's talking about, oh, police have been at my house this many times. Like, yeah. And they show everybody else's body cam. They want to put my mugshot over everything. What we doing with him? Just letting him go. Because of who he is. And not even just who he is, it's who he knows. Money can absolutely buy you a verdict, but your connections can also hide your truth.
Is the daughter still with CPS?
Yes.
Do you know exactly why she was taken to CPS?
Yes.
Is that something that you want to share or not? Because that's your girl
No.
story. That's your girl story.
Yeah.
And I
That's,
respect
yeah.
that. I obviously respect that. This all happened last week. Why do you think Amy decided over the weekend to do this?
Because he turned on her. She said it. She literally said it in her video. When I found out that he was having our 12-year-old son lie on me, that's when I knew. Because he said he's willing to take down everybody else to save himself, and I just can't let him do. That's literally what she said. So it's not about the kids. It's about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's about her. She's trying to save herself. We still dealing with this stuff. I'm in court now.
Shout out to Royce, man. I'm so happy that she's able to speak out and that she's speaking out as much as she can, because she's, I mean, and a lot of people say, oh my God, Royce again, another video. But you got to understand, when you've been silenced for so long, like this was going on since before she got on Basketball Wives. Like he's been harassing her since before she initially came on the show Basketball Wives. Y'all know how long ago that's been? She's been dealing with this shit for, I think she said 14 years. She's been dealing with this bullshit with Dwight Howard and things that she knows about, things that she's experienced with not just herself, but with her son. And she's been fighting for her son. He's 18 now. He was 45 years old when this shit initially started happening. And Dwight, being that he's this prominent figure, he has all this money, he know people, he could pay for high-powered, attorneys. He's been using that against Royce and silencing her and taking her voice to where she's had to suffer in silence of being abused and or other things that's been going on, including her son. This poor girl has been to jail because of something that Dwight Howard allowed or maybe was a part of. But because he's Dwight Howard and he's got all this money, and now we're seeing it fast forward in the same situation with Amy. Now you sitting up here, this is the same person. Amy, you are the same person. Respectfully, you sat on a live after you left Dwight for 3 months. After being with him for 3 months, been married for 3 months, you wound up leaving him and brought your ass back and said that women need to learn how to shut their mouth and how to adhere to what their husbands tell them to do. Like, I'm never going to shut my mouth and be a child in a grown woman's body and allow a man to put me in a child's place. I am equally an adult just like you. Yes, the man is the head of the household, but that does not reduce me to being a child. You are coming into this thing being a fucking beard. I don't know what Dwight reprogrammed you or whatever, because when you on Love and Hip Hop, girl, When you were on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you were ready to fight people. You were mouthy. You wouldn't let people talk crazy to you. But you get with Dwight, and it's like he programmed you to be this person who wouldn't even know who you are. You don't have to have children to protect children. You don't have to have children to be able to have this instinct to, when you see things happening to children that should not happen, that you report that shit and you step in as a mother. I hear you claiming his kids as yours, but then you sit back and allow things to happen to them because you don't want to fight against him because you know he's fucking crazy. It's simple. Go file a police report. But then you didn't want Dwight and his attorneys and everyone else coming after you. The same shit that Royce had to go through. So you sat there in silence and allowed this man to fucking play with you. But then when it looked like the tables were turned on you to where your ass about to go to jail for CPS stepping in, the police having to come there 3 times in what? A matter of 3-4 times in a matter of days, suicide attempts, domestic assaults and all this other shit going on. Now you crying, riding around with kilos of the cocaine in your car. Girl, we know what it looked like. You didn't need to have a whole baggie in your car to prove to us that what he was doing. We've been hearing shit about Dwight, but girl, you dumb. Shout out to Royce for speaking out though. I love Royce. Nobody can hate me. Nobody can ever make me hate Royce. Like Royce, girl, I love you, girl. All right, moving on. Let's get into this next topic. Let's get into some Real Housewives of Potomac news. We approaching the end of the show, guys. Thank y'all for riding with me. I gotta speed it up, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all know I stay on the topic too long sometimes, and oh my God, time is ticking, girl. All right, time is ticking. Let's get into it. Not gonna hold you guys too much longer. Shout out again to No Chaser TV. Now, Crystal Minkoff and Cynthia Bailey weighed in on the Wendy Osefo of it all on their podcast. You guys know that Wendy does have her case coming up in April, early April to be exact, for the not theft, but the break-in, the alleged fraudulent break-in that she reported to the police, as well as the insurance fraud case. Okay, there's so many things that's tied to this. She and her husband Eddie will be tried separately. They said like a month ago that they would be tried together. I don't know what happened to where they're now going to be tried separate. So Eddie will have his own trial and Wendy will have her own trial. I don't know why this is happening, but let's get into what Cynthia, because she's giving her take on this as well. Let's go.
Talk about Wendy Osefo.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see so that they were there this week?
Yeah, I saw that at the end of the day, what my takeaway was, what I read was that they're going to now be tried separately now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
So
I know now you have to be a lawyer now on top of your other jobs and break this
I
down.
know. So it was always that they were going to be tried together, but they have clearly shifted their strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to have 2 separate criminal trials. The online chatter, because while we'll never know what their strategy is that he's going to take the fall. So he waived his right for a speedy trial. Yeah, I just think it's going to be a tough one for them. Yeah. But I think right now it's really about, did you watch the reunion?
I watched the clips.
Oh,
yeah.
I watched full part 3.
Okay.
It ended with her. Karen was kind of giving her real tough love. You need to shut your mouth. You talk too much.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
Yeah. So that clip went viral. But when you really watch it, she's just which I agree. I can't believe you're here. I can't believe your lawyers allowed you to come to this reunion and talk about it you did nothing wrong. And she's just, it's there's so much evidence against them.
I wouldn't have said a damn thing. You hear me? Because you don't think these people are going to go back, the attorneys, the prosecutors going to go and look at these reunion clips? Because they know you're on a show. They know there's going to be a reunion. Questions are going to be asked with all of this stuff going on. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have said respectfully, this is an open case right now, and I decline to answer any questions as related to it. Now, if y'all want to talk about the actual show and what happened on the show, yes. But in terms of this case, yeah, it's a chop for me because I don't want to slip up and say something, admit to something, whatever the case may be, that they can use against me later on, right? You don't ever speak out when there's an open case. You just don't do that. Because there's something that they could use that shit against you and you could be found guilty of something that maybe you didn't mean to say. Right? Or allude to. I wouldn't have talked about it. I wouldn't show. I would have told Andy, look, I'll be at the reunion, but if any questions come up about this case, no, I'm not answering anything. We'll talk about the show. We'll talk about Giselle and everything else is going on the show, but don't ask me anything about this case between me and Eddie. Period. Let's get into
but she doubled down. She's like, our house is broken into. The kids said, oh my God, our dog messed up the house.
Yes.
We called the police, and they said 10 months later, the cops come and said, the same cop that came,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, open the door. And she said, I said, did you find him? Did you find them? And he goes, there was never a break-in. And she tells the story so cleanly. And I'm like, I guess in their mind is just stick, this is the story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I will be unwavering in the story. But I just don't think that's, I'm not an attorney, but I don't know. I just think you lay low, skip the reunion, send your love. We'll get through this as a family, wrap it up. But she's out there fighting the other girls about like the season, like as if nothing happened. And like her charges can put her in prison over 20 years. Like,
wow.
I would not be wasting my time on that couch. I would be with my kids. I don't know. That's my thing. It's just really, really sad to me.
Look at that. Wendy's facing 20 years. Now it's gonna blow all my braids out if I hear that she and Eddie, that they gonna give them to 20 years in prison. That shit will blow my braids completely out. Like for real. Child.
The reunion is.
I kind of hope the softer side of me, because I do have a soft side. But no, yeah, I know y'all don't think so. The soft side of me wants to see her at least get home confinement with an ankle monitor. I know the shit was wrong that she did, but I mean, you got kids. That's the softer side. I'm a mom. I would not want to see this woman in prison for 20 years over some shit like this. I don't know why she did it. Well, obviously we do. She was having money problems. It don't make it right, but they are locking celebrities up now. They don't give a fuck about you being on Real Housewives of Potomac. You committing crimes, you calling the police, filing false police reports and false claims and insurance fraud and shit. I mean, look at what's the girl from Basketball Wives? They locked her ass up. They should have held in for fraud. This girl did all the fraud. They locked her ass up. So I feel like she's gonna get some jail time. I do. Unfortunately, I do think that Wendy's gonna get some jail time. Eddie as well. I really think they're gonna sock it to you and make an example out of you because you really played in the court system's face. You played in the police officer's face, filing this false shit. Like I really feel like they're gonna sock it to them. And the soft side of me, I just really hope they don't. But
It's hard enough with nothing going on. Okay.
No,
I cannot actually imagine doing anything other than being consumed with what's going to happen, with the outcome of that whole thing, especially because of my kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you would literally have to come and send somebody to check on my ass. That's all I could tell you. It would be really hard because I would be just.
Thank you, British Williams. Thank you, Faith Williams. British Williams ass went to jail. This girl did about 5 different frauds and they locked her ass right the hell up. I do think that Wendy ain't even gonna get some jail time. Jesus.
It would just be really hard.
We need to talk about Wendy Asefo.
Child, y'all sound off. 20 years is a long time, Wendy. 20 years is a long time. All right, let's get into this news. Honey. Yeah, we got to talk about it. So since this person wanted to, I guess, talk to me about me, I don't know. Some news was dropped into my DMs, and we got to talk about it, okay? Shout out to my subby, who actually lives in Huntsville. Coincidentally, this person lives in Huntsville. I guess I have eyes in Huntsville. I don't know, but this person actually sent me some information that I guess I want to talk about. All right. So let's get into it. All right. I guess this is a petty part of the show. I don't know. But we're gonna get into it and we're gonna get on up out of here. Shout out to the 230 something people watching. Let's get into it. Shout out to Mitch. Mitch from Bro Chat. I love him. Okay. I love him. He's such a vibe. But let's get into it. All right, this is Bro Chat. For those of you that know, I'm gonna play this clip so that you guys will get a clearer understanding of this person who sat on this podcast or on this interview to give some very interesting information here in this interview. And then we're gonna get into some other stuff. All right, we already know that she's very much so premeditated in some things. Several people's lives, and this is for documentation purposes. YouTube, several people's lives have been threatened by way of hits being put out on them. Speak With Your Girl Marcellus had a hit put on her. Anthony Loftus have had a hit put out on him. As you guys know, he was lured into coming to Huntsville for the filming of the show, A Love and Marriage Huntsville, only to get there and her family was waiting in the bushes at a recreational center during the filming process for the show. All right, she denied it. It's actually on video, and I have the video as well. I can actually play it if I want to because I pulled it. But no, I have it in the archives. I can literally, it's like a click away. But we're going to get into this because this is something that she was saying about Melody. She did not like Melody at all. She never liked Melody, according to what she said. So I feel like this whole jumping Melody and trying to fight her, and I feel like that was something like a buildup. It was the inevitable, so to speak. Okay. But she's giving, if you listen to what she's saying here, it sounded like this was something that was going to happen. So I'm going somewhere with this. So I want you guys to follow me. Okay. Let's get into it. Shout out to Bro Chad. I'm sorry. Why is it not playing?
But I guess that didn't have chaos out there. So I'm like trying to be the one that straightened up everything, but I guess that didn't happen either.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, well, what's the problem that you have with me? And I say, well, I have a problem with you because I never did like the Melody. I'm just going to keep it real. Ever since she had a scene with Tisha, sit down scene with Tisha, and Tisha asked her, well, you never gave me no type of, what the word I want to say, gratitude, or like, I'm sorry that your grandmother passed, your sister, your auntie passed. And Tisha was like explaining that to her. Well, I felt like you was wrong because of that. And she stood there with a glass in her mouth and laughed about it.
I remember that. She had no sympathy.
And I was like, and ever since then, I just started disliking her.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there done something to me because the only thing you had to say, well, I am sorry that your family member had passed away and this and that. But that made me play the different part of who she really are. You know what I'm saying? I did not know Melanie was like that type of person, but I know that's part of what's, stopped me from being on the show because of what I said behind it. After she had that scene, I went on my live and called her everything but a child of God. Okay, I did do that. I did do that because that was a hurting feeling to see someone sit on a national TV platform to sit down and smile behind a death. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it could have been said another way. So from that day to this day, I dislike her for that. So
Miss Wanda,
speaking,
Miss Wanda, we have to also mention you were responding to Melody with Melody said that Tisha's dad was in her DMs. Melody didn't say that, and you were responding to that.
Yeah, I won't get to that.
That's really what she was upset about. Because why would you be that upset because Melody did not give Tisha some condolences about her family member passing away when you drug your own family member who's no longer here? That's your own niece, right? So that shows how much you really care about condolences because you didn't give a fuck. You still don't give one, a half of one, a slice of a fuck. You don't, right? So you already had vitriol and anger and probably jealousy towards this woman. You already did. So you harbored this. That situation happened, season 4, 5 or so? If you guys remember, correct? So you held on to that and you used that as the nucleus in terms of why you didn't like this person when that's really not what it was. Fast forward to where you wound up jumping on her at the Madani situation. It ain't got shit to do with no condolences. I'm just showing you guys a pattern of behavior. How she holds on to things and then she uses certain situations that don't have nothing to do with that as the reasoning for her acting out and doing the shit that she do. Right? Now, you recently came back on YouTube after no one has seen you, heard of you. You said you was fasting. I feel like you were eating fast because you had 2 stomachs when you were last on YouTube, but then when you came back, you had 3. So I feel like you might have been fasting, probably eating fast. But what's that shade? Probably. But anyway, from what I feel, you came back because the show is back. And like I said, as long as the show ain't on the air, you don't give a fuck about YouTube. When it's announced that the show is coming back, coincidentally, this past weekend, Love and Marriage Huntsville came back. So then we see you're back for whatever reason, because you don't have no content. I said it before. Again, this is for learning and teaching purposes, YouTube. Okay. Let me break this down like a 57 Chevy for you. You came back not to review the show. You came back to stir up controversy on social media because this is what get you content. If we're not talking about certain things and certain things on the show, then you can't come back and respond. Say we're reviewing the show and we're saying Tisha act very childish right here. That gives her content to say, you're talking about my baby, you're talking about my daughter, when in reality, she's on a show as a public figure. And as bloggers, it's our job to watch said clips, show, whatever the case may be, review that and give our honest opinions about situations and or things that we see in these certain shows, correct? Y'all understand that? All right, so let's move on. Now, shout out to one of my subbies. I will not reveal who they are because it's not important, okay? Let's get into what was brought to my attention. Because while you running around here stirring up controversy online, you should be worried about them damn license for that food truck. This is for learning and teaching. Shout out to the Jefferson County Department of Health. Shout out to you. See, when you got to leave people alone. I don't bother nobody. But when you poke me and provoke me, when you pull me out, bitch, I'm out. Okay. So let's get into it. All right. Hold on. All right. So let's go back to my notes. I usually don't need notes, but I want to be very clear on this. Again, everything said is alleged and is used, in my opinion, as far as these receipts as well. Let's get into it, shall we? All right. So now, according to this health department website. Now, there are several food trucks that are out there. The permit number and the score of said food trucks are also listed. I don't see show enough food truck listed there. And it should be there, right? It should be there because that is public information. Now, I took the liberty of looking up some things just because it was dropped into my lap. Now, usually I do not come onto my channel and report things without first doing my homework on it, right? Because we're not that reckless. I'm always look shit up. I'm going to always make sure that what I'm reporting is factual, if not very, very much so close to it, okay? All right. So as we know, her daughter, Tisha Scott, is pretty much the financer of said food truck, okay? That's facts. Let's continue on. And y'all work with me, all right? Because I'm reading as I'm talking. All right, so what was dropped into my lap this very good old early morning, I won't even asking, child. Somebody who actually lives in that area have told me they haven't seen her food truck out in a very, very long time. They don't see her truck nowhere. Now, I've seen she's gone on her social media and has announced that she's at this place, she's at that place, she's going to be here, and here. But from my understanding, you have to have a permit in order to serve or sell food on a food truck. We're going to look at those here in a minute. The ramifications and the laws included with this particular thing. All right. So it's alleged that there is no license that exists in terms of this food truck, this show no food truck. Okay. And I said to myself, could it be in someone else's name? No, it would have to be in the name that you provide as the name of your truck. And I looked it up, okay? Because I know legal stuff too. So this person said that they have never seen the food truck and they reside in Besma, okay? Ooh, in the same city that she live in. They're said to be that the scene from last year with Kimmy, Tisha, and Destiny was filmed about 7 miles from where this person lives at the recreational center, the same center that blogger AL was lured to, where Wanda's family was going to jump him in an attempt to get back at him for reporting something on his channel about Tisha. So she played nice with him to make it seem like she was friends with him, that she was homies with him, and invited him to a scene that he wasn't supposed to be at because production didn't really want him there in the first place. And they told her that and she asked him to leave. So really he was lured there. He drove 2 hours from Tennessee to Huntsville or Besma to I guess he thought he was going to film or something, but he got there, and she also admitted that her family members were waiting in the bushes to actually jump him. We remember that, right? We remember that. And that's fast forward. We see that actually on the scene for this season where Kimmy, Tisha, and Destiny and Wanda were sitting at the table, and Wanda's food truck was also there in that particular scene. We showed it here on my channel. So y'all follow me. I don't forget anything. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. All right, we're gonna break this down. I ain't gonna stay on it too long. We ain't gonna stay on it too long. Do we got a birthday? Gwen Brown, shout out to you, Gwen Brown. Happy birthday to you, love. Y'all send her some happy birthday shout outs, okay? Yeah, they were gonna jump her. Her family was going to jump blogger AL. Okay, they were waiting in the bushes. She also said it on a live. I actually have it. I can play it for you. I have it. But let's get into it. So as we can see here, this is the Jefferson County Board of Health. All right. Now, in this particular post, I'm going to show you guys a plethora of food trucks that are approved to sell food on their food truck. Now, we also know that Wanda also admitted that she did not pass the food handling test. I think 3 times. She failed it quite a few times until she finally passed it. Okay. I'm like, damn, it's got to be the same questions at some point. Maybe it's a Besman and Huntsville thing, because I know Martell, he failed the builder's license test 5 times, and it's an open book test. But nevertheless, let's continue here. There was some more shade. Anyway, so as you guys can see here, according to the Jefferson County Board of Health in Alabama, so as you guys can see here, there are several different food trucks. Let's scroll. All right, as you guys can see here, here's the permit number, here's the score number that is listed, and the name of said food truck. These are the food trucks that are approved under the Jefferson County Department of Health. I do not see Show Enough Wanda food truck here. Let's continue. Y'all let me know if you see it, because sometimes I look over things. I don't know. You know, I have glasses. I have 2 pair, nice ones too. All right. Yeah, we do. But sometimes I overlook things, and y'all let me know if you see it. All right. We're scrolling. Oh, let's go back to the first page. So I don't want y'all to feel like I'm cat. Oh, we all on the first page. See, I fuck up sometimes too. All right, so that's the first page. The Recipe Food Truck and Chef's Workshop, the Perfect Catch Food Truck, the Loaded Food Truck. What's that? Susta's food truck, Rochelle's food truck, Mexican food truck, La Triasa, that sound like a Mexican something food truck. There's nothing there that says Show Enough Wanda. Let's continue. Looks like another Mexican food truck located in Birmingham, Alabama. I-65 food truck, Garcinia Autos, a lot of Mexican. They look Mexican down there. Eugenie's hot chicken food truck number 2. Okay, Eugenie's, they got 2 food trucks. So they got 1 and 2. Big, what is it? El Big Burrito food truck. Ebenezer food truck, Lord. All right, so let's go to the third page. I don't see it yet. It should be listed here if you are licensed and have a permit. Okay, let's keep looking. All right, again, permit number, score, and name of food truck. Okay, these are the food trucks that are approved and are listed under, again, the Jefferson County Department of Health, which is in Alabama. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if we see it, because I don't want to look over it, y'all. I don't want to look over it. It's 3 pages. I see Dirty Red Food Truck and Chef's Workshop. I see Connie Lee's Soul Food Truck. I see Bougie Bistro Food Truck. I see Bendy's Cookies and Cream Food Truck. I also see Avondale Brewing Company Food Truck. And I don't see any more. That would be all of them. What's going on here, shall we? What's going on? Let's go to the first page. Do y'all see it? This is according to Jefferson County Department of. These are the only food trucks that are licensed and permitted in Alabama, in their area, which they would have. This is where she would have to go to permit her truck. We don't see that. We don't see it. We do not see it anywhere. I don't see your truck anywhere. All right, so let's stop sharing, because I did my homework. I love homework. I love it. Okay. We were straight A's in college too, girl. So we're smart here. So let's get into it, because now let's get into the legal aspect of this and the requirements of what they asked for in order to sell food. All right. Now, in order to operate, let's pull it down because I want you guys to see it. In order to operate a food truck, you typically must pass a certified food protection manager, which is called a CFPM exam, such as ServSafe, to demonstrate knowledge of food safety, sanitation, and handling, right? Now, additionally, you may need a food handler's permit and to pass local in-person health and fire inspections. Key requirements, let's look at them. Key requirements include food manager certificate, which is required for at least one person in charge to manage food safety. Continuing on, health department inspection requires a physical inspection of the truck for safety compliances, because you're cooking, you're dealing with fire. Now, fire safety certificate, you also have to have that required if using propane or cooking equipment. You need propane because you're cooking, you're warming, you're cooking sides, you're peppers and onions and shit like that, because you're doing baked potatoes, which requires require toppings, hot toppings, right? Business license and permit, municipal or county operating license. That is nowhere around that in terms of it's just like if you had a restaurant, you cannot serve food to the public without a license, and it's no different than a food truck, because that's listed really as like a mobile restaurant, if you will. Driver's license, of course, because it is a mobile unit. You are driving to said location, so you must have a valid driver's license for operating said situation. All right, let's move along. There's more. I took the liberty of pulling up what Alabama requires. Let's get into that. Operating a food truck in Alabama requires a business license, Alabama Department of Public Health, ADPH permit, and a local fire safety inspection. Now, key requirements include using a licensed commissary kitchen, passing local health and fire inspections, and paying licensing fees. An example, $300 for state-level food trucks. That's deep, right? Deeper than the ocean, Lord. Now, key requirements and steps. Let's get into those. All right. Business licenses. Obtain a business license from the city and county where you plan to operate. She does live in Besma. We just looked up the actual county where she would have to register said food truck to in order to get a valid permit in order to sell food to said people. Let's continue. All right. Health Department permit. The ADPH must inspect and permit the mobile food unit, which would be said food truck. A commissary kitchen, a licensed commercial kitchen is typically required for food preparation, storage, and cleaning. Let's continue. Fire safety inspection. Local fire departments must inspect for safety standards, just in case the truck gets blued up, okay, by cooking said potatoes or potatoes, as they're pronounced in Besma, particularly for propane gas and cooking. That's what it said there. Is cut off. It's okay. You can trust me. I won't lie to you. Continuing on, business license. Obtain a business license from the city and or county where you plan to operate, correct? Health Department permits. ADPH must inspect and permit the mobile unit, food unit to be exact. A commissary kitchen, a licensed commercial kitchen is typically required for food preparation, storage, and cleaning, as we just read. Fire safety inspection, the same as we read, but I'll read it again in case people cannot connect the two. Local fire departments must inspect for safety standards, particularly for propane gas and cooking equipment. All right. Permit fees and procedures says fees may vary by city. For example, Anniston charges a $100 fee, while Alabaster charges $25 for a permit. All right. See, it don't even cost much to get a permit. It don't cost much. $100. That's not a lot of money. I'm sure you spend that on buns. Okay. I'm sure you spend it on buns or I don't know, finger waves. Is that what they charge there for finger waves for your hair? That no one wears. But anywho, separate inspection. Let's get into that. Each mobile food truck requires a separate inspection. All right. State regulations, legislation is pending to streamline the inspection process to allow for easier travel between jurisdictions. Okay. So I've heard a lot of promotion saying, hey, meet me here. I'm going to be at such and such place. I'm going to be here. I've seen pictures of said food trucks somewhere selling food, serving food. I've seen signs out. Hold on. I have to put all my receipts up. Okay. Hold on. This is for learning and teaching and documentation purposes, okay? So you got to leave me alone. I'm wrong. I'm too thorough. I've been on my job 20-something years. My job is to find fraud. Do you not think I'm thorough? I keep telling people, my job is to find fraud. So if you ever come for me, please know I'll be on my shit. I'm very thorough. I miss nothing. But let's continue because I got to send this out. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all give me a second, honey. I ain't going to be long. We about to go here anyway. Okay. Yes, honey. If you ever say that's why I keep telling you, quiet ones, leave the quiet ones alone. When they're not bothering you, leave them alone, honey. I'm the wrong one to do that shit with. But let's continue, girl. We're gonna get this up and we're gonna get on out of here, honey. All right, so y'all give me a second. Let's unshare because I'm actually done with that page. All right, let me upload this through my email that I just sent here. Give me a second. Come on. There we go. Come on, baby. Okay. All right, let's get back to my main page. All right, so yeah, you actually were out, child, selling food, but we do not see you listed on the Alabama permit permit list for food trucks. There's quite a bit of food trucks, but I did not see yours listed there, which means that you may not have a license. So here's one of your potatoes here that you are promoting. Take Me Back to Besma, which is the same potato, coincidentally, that blogger AL was offered when he was lured to Alabama, where he almost got jumped. This is the one that he ate, and he can co-sign that. Okay, not he would need to, because I do have it on video. But let's continue on. This is her. This is, oh, who is that? Who is that? Promoting your menu for your food truck for your Take Me Back to Besma potato. Who is that? Oh my God, that's you. This is you promoting this potato for your food truck, the one that we don't find a license for. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who is that? All right, so let's continue. We're almost done. Did I have something else? I'm sure I do. Let's see. Was that it? Was that it? Oh, no, it's not it. Okay, so let's get into this. Why did I pull that? I don't know. All right, hold on. Okay, so let's share one more screen and then we gotta go because I can't be here all day. I can't be here all day. Oh, she's peeping around there too. Please come and get my potato, girl. They're not supposed to cook any potatoes, girl, if there's no permit, right? No potato should be got, girl, if there's no permit, allegedly. But let's continue on. All right, so the last time that we actually saw a real promotion, maybe she took them down 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago, here you are promoting. Let's get this on wax, girl. Here you are, girl. This is your truck. Okay, showing up Miss Wanda, girl. Kitchen on wheels, child. Okay. Yeah, girl. It should be called salmonella on wheels, but we'll go with that. So anywho, as you can see, this is you, girl, showing up as Wanda. It says, follow you, I shall not. But what we will do is go ahead and say, it says, join us as we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday with soul food, Lord. With salmonella sauce. Let's get into it. So let's light up, girl, honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with great food and community. Showing up Miss Wanda food truck will be popping out with soul food all day Sunday and all day Monday, Lord. The location she gives here at the Ben Depot, 719th Street, North Bessemer, Alabama, girl, where the same place where you're supposed to have a permit from 12 p.m. to 7, girl. So that's whole, 7 hours that child salmonella has been passed amongst the folks down there in good old Alabama and Bessemer. Now come show your support and enjoy delicious soul food with us. We look forward to sending you to the hospital. They say serving you, but I edited and said we look forward to sending you down there to the good old hospital down there. Okay, yeah. But what do y'all think about that? So here's promotion, girl. This is promotion. Let's look at a couple more things, just for documentation purposes. Okay, just for documentation purposes. This is what's being served over there on said food truck. Okay, it says, "Are you hungry yet?" Hell no. Let's go back. I want to pause it. Let's go back. Let's go back. All right, let's pause. Are you hungry yet, girl? Are you ready to go to the damn hospital yet, girl, and be in ICU and whatnot for about a good old 2 weeks, girl? Yeah. So it's like to look for showing up Miss Wanda, the big purple truck in Hoover, Alabama. We got that Thanksgiving loaded potato down there, girl, and see what you get when you come and get one. You're gonna get the salmonella, girl. Lord have mercy. So here we see a good old, this is a sweet potato, Lord, with the macaroni of the cheese here on the side, Lord. Okay. And some greens that don't look like they fully done here, Lord. Okay. And some good old turkey. And some good turkey, some Thanksgiving turkey that's rolled up like a blunt under said dressing, Lord, and the cranberry of the sauce here, Jesus. That's what it's giving me, right? This is what it's sold upon this food truck that where we can't find no permit, Lord. Follow me. Right? Oh my God, right? Girl. So anyway, that's what had happened. These are just different locations that this truck has been popping up at, but we haven't seen them pop up at the Board of Health yet in order to get said permit, allegedly. Because we can't find one on their website anywhere. I don't know. Maybe I should call down there and just verify. I don't know. Do I have time today? Oh, I always have time. But anywho and anyway, that is my show for today. Thank Thank you guys for joining. Love you guys down. Love you guys down. Let's get out of here because I got to go to work too. Okay. Yes, we do, girl, because we can work from home, but we got to go in the office as well. But let's get out of here. Love you guys. Y'all said it looks strange. Girl, okay. You got to eat that shit on the toilet. Why, girl? Because it's coming straight the fuck back out. But let's get out of here. Let's do my thank yous so we can go. Thank you to my top flight moms because they are indeed top flight. So you on the floor, girl, stay down there. Okay, stay down there, girl. Oh my God. But yes, thank you to my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, and thank you to Tiffany Thomas. You guys do such an awesome job. Love y'all. Thank you to all of my content creators. We'll call you guys because we do have time. Stu Queen Bee, thank you. Black Women in the Building, Miss Didi, Simple Mom Family TV, Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Derry Talk, Schoolboy, Just a T, please. Marcella, if you stop by, thank you for stopping, girl. And Briss Block, love you down, girl. Thank you for being here as well. Y'all say you love my show. Me too, girl. Nah, thank y'all. But anywho, let's get out of here, guys. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. And until the next video, what is this? Is this Pettyville? It is, girl. But thank you guys. See you guys later. Bye.